Welcome to Graeme Games. My name is Graeme, this is a game, and today I'm showing off the demo for Tower of Kalemonvo, which I can now reveal is being published by Two Left Thumbs. I want to make sure I'm disclosing that right at the beginning. The wizard Kalemonvo is dead, or so everyone thinks. This is still a demo. The lore of the game will be fleshed out, expanded the further into development it gets. I can leave that up there for you guys to read over. But the important part, resupply is impossible. Help is not coming. There is no turning back. You alone must brave through the Tower of Kalemonvo. So what this game is I'll do a sword and a shield. I'm not going to do despair mode or Iron Man. That's like hardcore. If you die, you're dead for good. We're starting very basic. Think of Diablo 1. Way back when. Whatever that was, like 98, 95, somewhere in that ballpark. I think 98. It was one of the first action RPGs. It may have actually been the first. Kind of inventing the genre. The idea of a non-turn-based live fighting RPG. Very revolutionary. So Kalemonvo takes that slower paced hack and slash style dungeon crawling and brings it up to a modern audience. So it has quality of life features that you wouldn't find back in the days of the earliest Diablo or other ARPGs, but it has this methodical quality to it, where you have to really be cautious and really have to monitor your health, your resources, because basically anything could kill you. It's entirely a distinct possibility. So you start with these combat arts, and they are driven by the items that you're currently wielding. The stuff's all going to look very familiar to anyone who's played a Diablo game, but especially Diablo 1. My current sword I started with is a little better. This one kind of has a higher possible, but this one has a higher lower. So I'm going to stick with what I have. But you start with a few of these right off the bat, and I think I'll play around with using the shield block. It costs 1 mana. It requires a certain amount of constitution, which I have. You can block attacks or projectiles from the front, and they'll deal less damage. So basically the deflecting the projectile, I think, is the more valuable one of the things you could do with that. I'm not very good at it. I tend to struggle with it, so I will try to. I'll try to do it when I can to keep myself alive. Just picked up some leather gloves. They have dodge, they have armor. I'm trying to kind of pull enemies one at a time here so that I don't get too overwhelmed. So you can pull up the map here to see where is left to be explored. You're trying to find the staircase to ascend higher through the tower. Little floaty skeleton over here. I say floaty because the animation is still being tweaked. It's something that is constantly under revision. And so far, I think it does a really good job of capturing the simplicity of the animation from like original Diablo games. It may take a bit of getting used to if you didn't grow up with those games. It might feel like it has a bit of jank, but it's a beautiful sort of jank that has so much nostalgia baked into it. So we managed to level up the first time. I want this cultist to shoot at me so I can attempt... Oh, come on. I want to try and deflect a projectile here. All right, I'm chasing after you. Okay, I was really hoping I could kill them before they shot that at me. Fallen Paladin, didn't have anything on them. We got another big hulking mauler coming for us. I basically just, I was hoping I could like stun lock them, you know. Oh, I may have triggered that fountain on accident. That was probably recovered my mana or something like that. I keep picking things up on accident, actually. I've never had that problem before, but I know that with some of the recent patches making the interactions with doors and things more reliable. Yeah, see, so if you're holding the mouse button, you pick things up, whereas before you had to specifically click them. I think that kind of got tweaked recently. So I can try the frostbitten bow. 2 to 3 damage, attack rating, resistance to ice. I'll put that as my secondary equipment slot. It's tinted blue, but the name is written in blue because it's a magic item. I take for granted not everyone might know the source material on that and be familiar with how that scaling works. So white text items are like your standard, and then blue text like that are magic. So I'm going to play ranged for at least a little while because it's kind of safer. I'm hoping I can kind of level up and make myself a little stronger before I need to worry about tougher enemies that kind of need me to go toe-to-toe. So if I want to switch to maybe a wand, this one doesn't do a lot of damage. It adds the tiniest bit of strength, so I actually wouldn't get a ton out of that one. I think I'm going to stick with what I have currently. Whoa, I don't even know what's on the other side there. That's the way up, so I'm going to have to go there eventually. That's probably like a unique or rare champion type enemy that will be notably harder to deal with. So if I just kind of spray arrows into this room here, I can hope that I trigger the skeletons. It's so far so good. It's working phenomenally, actually. Finding this bow and arrow when I did is making a huge difference. So the menacing obelisks, or the obelisks in general, are like Diablo's shrines, where they're very cryptic and you don't really know what you're going to get. How do I pull up my stats page? That is what I'm looking for. Oh yeah, I leveled up and I never assigned stats. I'll put a couple into strength. Physical prowess, 5 points, increases the lower and upper damage of melee weapons. Hand to hand, every 2 points increases attack rating. Attack rating is good. It's your chance to hit enemy. How about with range then? Melee weapons. So what about ranged weapons? Constitution is just like health. Wands. It doesn't. There might not be something that directly affects. I got a little bug in my face. Your ranged. I'm not entirely certain. Ooh, archery arts. I actually didn't check to see this that I have. So for now I have the higher dexterities. That's why I can suddenly use that. And then if I were to switch the weapons I currently have equipped, which first I would have to, let me see here. Oh, is it not W to switch? Maybe it's tab? No, I'm forgetting what the hotkey is here. Back quote. So now you have a totally different set specific to that weapon, which I kind of enjoy. I think that's a cool way to have it set up. So elemental shot. Hastily apply a touch of magic on an arrow before letting it loose. Applies a random damage type on impact. So not even a specific type. It's just some type of elemental. So I'm pulling this up because this will probably mess with my stats. A wizard's guard is stronger than mere iron. Ice res, is that what I got from that? Or I might just have temporary. I think I have like a mana shield. Probably until my mana runs out. I don't know every possible interaction in this game. But that's my current assumption. Blue orb over the head, that feels very much like a mana shield to me. Oh god. Okay. This is where I probably need to switch to melee. Yeah, totally mana shield. Absolutely what that is. I just felt like they were crowding me up a little bit, so I wanted to just stand my ground and try and blast through it. Come on, don't get too close. Every little bit of health you have, like obviously I have mana potions, but because you can't go to town or anything like that, there's quite a lot of emphasis that needs to be put on every little battle, because like anything could kill you realistically. So I just want to exercise caution. Book of Slow. I don't have the intelligence for it. I'll kind of just stick that in the corner. This is a notably better one. So if I decided I wanted to go with a magic build, which maybe I'll equip it just to kind of play around with it. Oh man, it is ranged as well. Oh crap, so it's probably better then, right? Better attack rating, same damage, but it is fire damage. So yeah, I think I'm gonna switch to the wand for a bit. Try to be adaptable, you know, as soon as something like that comes up. I'm gonna go way wide of the stairs, because things aren't like, you know, respawning. You can really take your time, move through things slowly, explore thoroughly, try and gain additional potions, additional gear. Because as soon as you go up a floor, things are probably going to be a little harder. I didn't even see you there. Oh, I have the wrong thing equipped. Ah, Well, maybe I shouldn't be using the wand right now. Nah, it's good. I immediately take it back. It's good. I like the wand. I'm blasting these little mini fireballs at these guys, and they're doing good stuff. Yeah. Let's block you and hold you up before you can even get within, like, range. And I'm gonna try and, like, actively move out of the way of projectiles, since they move slow enough that that is, like, a legitimate option, rather than just relying on some dodge stat. You can actually just kind of juke around those things. It seemed likely that that would be quite a crowded room. There's more in there than I expected even. The good thing is that with my mana shield, since I'm not really using... Oh yeah, I can equip that again though, so I can at least have projectile reflecting. The mana shield is nice, because I'm not using a lot of mana, and so if I feel I'm in trouble, I can heal effectively with a mana potion, and I want to make sure I keep that active, because I assume once my mana hits 0, I will lose the mana shield, like, forever. So try and get maximum use out of that for now. Nice, and at the same time, I'm getting, like, a pretty decent supply of potions, which can be really hard to come by in this game. I'm also about to level up, potentially after killing this cult apprentice even. Nice! There we go again. So this time, I'll put 3 into there to raise the damage dealt with melee weapons, and a couple into Constitution to just raise general survivability. It's pretty easy to just die. And you can save. You can save in this game. It doesn't have, like, roguelike progression and resetting. It's a very linear game. But it is kind of run-based at the same time. It's just that your runs are going to be, like, many hours. But the intent is that you should play around with things. It's all classless, so I didn't choose, like, warrior versus rogue versus wizard. And so you can really adapt on the fly and try and make use of whatever skill books and items and loot in general that you're coming across. And so I like to have that flexibility. I'm pointing at the map here with my mouse. You can see there's a corner there I didn't explore. There's a lot of backtracking, and my way out is right over there. So I think I am just going to head to the next level. I think I found some pretty decent stuff here already. I don't have any armor or a helmet or no jewelry. So my gear overall is not great. But I think I'm in a pretty good position. I want to try and kill these cult apprentices, because I'm mostly certain that that glowing green mass is a unique enemy. Yet there it comes. Ooh, you're still on this side of the door, are ya? You're actually kind of impossible to see. It would be nice if they were outlined in a way, like how I can see the door through the wall. It would be nice if that enemy was. They must be dead by now. So I'm going to grab that cape, because I'll actually just immediately equip it. Oh, I won't, because I don't have the right amount of intelligence. I better try and invest in intelligence next time I level up then. Or maybe I'll find a different piece of armor that doesn't require that. I know it seems like I'm cheesing things really hard, but that's part of it. The game is intended to be hard, just like Diablo. The first Diablo, I feel like that series hasn't been hard in quite some time. Come on, lure him out. And so it's in my best interest to kind of cheese it a little bit. All right, let's get in there. So I can hold shift to really, like, stand my ground. Woohoo, nice try. Oh, the two of you. Let's take you out first, because you're not going to have much health. Oh, I wonder if with the way that staircase was, if that was making me miss. Oh, yeah. Okay. Quite a bit of gear off of that one, actually. I'm holding too much crap. Very slow attack speed. Good attack rating overall. So I already have this ranged option. So maybe I do want to do away with having 2 ranged base things. A better shield that has increased armor. This dodge and armor is not very good, but, you know, it's better than nothing. 1 dodge, 3 armor, 1 and 2 plus 1 mind. Mind. Measures your attunement to magic and depths of your soul. 1 point increases mana by 2. Every 5 points increases the lower and upper damage of wands. I would trade off a tiny bit of armor for an improved mind. Keep it sharp. Oh, but here's the thing. This is two-handed. So just to show that in action. That big, heavy, slow chop. But I wouldn't have the shield anymore. Maybe I'm willing to trade that off. I think I'm ditching all my old non-magic shields. I'll ditch the wand that is, like, notably worse. That's looking okay. I feel decent about that. Ooh, trap. I feel like because I keep changing weapons, I keep losing my combat arts. Overpowering requires 4 mana. Attempt to finish off your foe in one fell swoop. Strike with 20 extra attack rating and deal more damage proportional to the target's missing health with a maximum of double damage. That seems pretty good, actually. If I was fighting one of those big maulers or something, I would probably try and use that. Let's see. That stayed open. I keep hitting the wrong hotkey to close things. I want to be careful. Just take things slow. Damn. That's not good for me. Kill. Instant kill. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Okay, I'm switching to range. And I'm switching to being a cheesy cheeserson. Oh no. I lost my mana shield. I should have tried to use a mana potion at some point there. This thing just attacks a little faster than that axe, so I have a greater odd of, like, actually popping off a shot before I need to run again. He chased me. Okay, that it's working better than expected, really. I wasn't so certain I'd be able to do enough damage and actually chip away, like, one at a time like that. That was kind of perfect. It was exactly what I wanted. So, Bleached Bones the Swift has that cold enhanced damage that I don't really want to mess around with. The getting slowed down like that sucks. I kind of like that my arrows get purple tinted as well. Alright, I am switching things up a little bit. It unequipped that. Having the combat arts work the way they do currently in this build was a very recent change. And so I kind of understand that it's not implemented precisely how it was meant to be. I am really, really committing. There. Oh, I didn't want to abandon my system, which was use the superpowered thing and just keep hammering on that enemy. The superpowered attack, I mean. So, current axe, 2 to 10, 8 attack rating. 2 to 10, 10 attack rating. Very slow, regular slow. So increase attack speed and attack rating. Yeah, the Sir Sterling's Swift Splitter. Like the alliteration. Oh, this is a unique one. Hell yeah, brother. And we picked up the Sating Rag Armor, which has better mana, dodge, armor. I'm going to take this one. I'm going to take the Bull's Rag Armor. Be mostly, well, I no longer have use for this cape at all. I'll hang on to that for a minute. Restores 30 health. So I want to hang on to that for a minute, actually. I don't want to waste it early. How about these? They replenish 20. Okay. Yeah, you don't want to waste potions. So I'm trying to be real careful with that. Well, I got a few things here. So, Final Blow or Reckless Charge. Oh, which the +1 strength is the reason I can use that. Costs 7 mana. Dash forward with increased speed towards out-of-reach foes. Colliding with anything will stop the charge. Hitting an enemy will deal your constitution in damage. So it'll do 12 damage. It's honestly pretty good. I will mess around with that. I'm going to have that equipped for a little while. Oh, that's not what I... Right-click to consume, but it managed to cast that. So that's just like a little bit of a bug. I'll make sure the developer knows. It didn't matter. I was going to use a mana potion regardless. So I ended up in the same place effectively. I enjoy that the game tracks the number of kills you have of each enemy. Yeah, being able to one-shot things all of a sudden. That's a big turn in my favor. I don't want to stick around in case I triggered a trap on that again. We had talked about adding more, or like a different sound effect to make it clear when a trap triggers. The Sky Forged Ring, +1 to mind. Nothing is adding like heaps of stats at this stage. The deeper you get, the crazier of items you find, the more that'll be the case. I really just get scared. I don't want to stick around too much. This Forgotten Passageway. Oh god, oh god. I was just thinking, like, there's got to be something up ahead here. Oh wait, charge him. Oh no, he stopped me from doing that. Alright, charge him. The blood-soaked guard. Oh god. He does a lot of damage. Okay, we're changing that out because that's not going well. Oh, he's got like mana drain of some kind. That actually does suck for me. No, he's doing it again. All right, I managed to get one of my like super axe chops off on the guy. Okay, whoo, spicy. That's not great. I have more potions than I thought I did. I was kind of terrified about that actually. So. Cape, rag armor, you kidding me, man? And a club, but it doesn't really compare. It would have a better attack speed. Not really what I need right now. I kind of assume that little corner in the map there that I didn't explore is nothing. Oh, I missed a chest. Well, that's perfect, actually. I imagine it's nothing. Oh, the door closed behind me. It would be cool if the door was removed from the UI there. Just to, like, reinforce that. Like, no going back. That poor paladin must have got wrecked by this guard. Ooh. I genuinely thought that would heal me. I do think I know what it did, actually. The spellbook, yeah, and it highlighted it for me there. So now, because of the cauldron, I know the Healing Light and Dark Pact. Restore health for a price. Every third use permanently lowers health by 2. And same idea, but for mana. So if you were really getting, like, kind of slapped around in this game, that would be a great option. Let's switch back to the dash. I actually am trying to remind myself. Yeah, so you have the spell wheel, which I don't actually know if I can assign combat arts to the spell wheel. I think they are separate. But I'm just reminding myself here actually now that I don't need to pull that up every time. You can absolutely just use those hotkeys, WER, to switch between them. So I was wasting time. That was inefficient. That's not at all how you need to do it. Freebie chest. Good. More health potions. I still have only found the one quality of health potion. They scale up. They get better. We're still in it. It's tense. It's tense in a way that I haven't felt from a Diablo game since like Diablo 1. Honestly, Diablo 2 was revolutionary in its own right and totally switched things up. Way more action-oriented, way more built around you feeling like super-powered, ultra-god mode. And then Diablo 3 and 4 took that even further. But this game totally slows things back down and you just feel weak. And it's stressful in like a fun way, if you can imagine. So, the Owl's Thickhood of Virility. Extra intelligence and health. It's okay. It's nice to have a hat at all, and the fact that it's a magic one is quite useful. I'm switching to ranged because it's tough to fight ranged enemies up close because when they start blasting their projectiles at you. Oh no! I clicked off the screen somehow. It's hard to react. They do have like tells. You can see that they're like winding up their skill usually. I don't want to mess around with that. I don't want to have to find some ultimate reaction time. We found the next way up already. We're definitely not going to take it. I'm just a little bit surprised more than anything. Better lower damage. Bonus damage adds cold. I may legitimately switch to that. as soon as, yeah, normal attack speed. I'm going to switch to that as soon as I level up. I just got to remind myself, where am I at here? I got to put like 1 more into intelligence if I want to learn a spell, and 1 more into agility, and I can spread the rest around. I got some options. I'm gonna switch back to the bow. And elemental shot, actually. Let's play around with elemental shot. So I whatever element I use there, I don't even know, but I managed to miss anyways. Oh, these guys. I hate these guys. No, don't run. Quit that. Quit moving around. There we go. I wanted to take him out before I turn around and fight the faceless. They turn themselves invisible, so you don't even know they're there until they're like actively killing you. Freaky guys. Come, keep it coming. You can leave the room, it's allowed, and I'll just keep chopping. And if you walk into it, it's your own fault. Oh, ranged skellies, what are you guys doing? Where'd you come from? I don't want to deal with that. Oh, you guys just went and fled back to your corner, hey? Don't mind if I do. It's like way too effective, maybe. Ah! Okay, it has its downsides. Wow, those guys are fast. They can potentially do something similar to like that sprinty move I have. Which, speaking of, I should get that equipped again. Okay, thick hood. That's not going to be anything. It's a normal rarity. Fire trap. It takes way more intelligence. You know what? I'm steering away from a magic build. They're viable, fun, play totally differently. I'm not up to it right now. I'm feeling the pressure, I suppose. So I just want to make sure. Oh, I've used that skill absolutely when I didn't need to. I kind of just panicked. But well, that's okay. I want you guys to chase me. I'm into that. Oh god, I'm not attacking where I want to be. That was no fault of the game's. Totally on me. I'll swap some of these out. You can see I'm finding bigger, better potions. Whoops. But I don't need them just yet. My abilities are and stats are such that I don't really need those hefty potions just yet. I don't actually have that much health. Wow, you bastard. Let me just get in there and chop you to bits. That was 1,000 times more effective. When you're switching between these, the game should absolutely remember the most recent combat art you had equipped. That'll be a useful tip. So now I can sprint in there. Oh man, and you do that instant damage. That's actually so satisfying. That was sick. I have not made great use of combat arts in the past. I'm actually just going to use that. And so actually, since the more recent update where they're more tied to like hotkeys and things, I have found myself making better use of them. And that the satisfaction I gained from it there was phenomenal. The doorways were also quite recently changed, so that a really common thing in the original Diablo was to be able to funnel enemies into a doorway so that you can really focus on them and not get surrounded quite so easily. So I'm trying to like take advantage of that recent update. There we go. I'm gonna go hide around the corner, and I needed agility so I can switch to using the Steel Spear of Chills. This axe is sick. I expected to use it so much longer than that. Kind of funny, actually. I'll raise my intelligence just so I'm a genius, but also in case I find a skill that I do really want and feel like I could make use of. And having the additional mana pool is also like quite nice. So this should have... Oh, no, it doesn't. It doesn't have the same arts as the axe did. So I'm losing out a little bit. Multi-strike needs 15 agility. So I actually can't... I would need to level up again before I can even use that one. Dealing 3 strikes, quick succession. That's potentially a good reason to keep using the axe, because having those extra combat arts were pretty crucial in a few ways. Ooh, but the cold damage, the higher attack speed, I don't know. This has proven itself to be quite effective. So I may stick with it. Glimmering Potion heals health and mana. So it's just kind of like the all-around healer. Yeah, I like this this weapon. Time is not on our side. Not only is the orb we seek kept in the highest and most guarded chamber, but news of our goal has reached far. The main halls are now flooded with heretic scum. We no longer have the time to scour and clear our surroundings. We must hurry forth to the top floor immediately. Those marked by the sun must report to the devoted. Those blessed by the moon must keep climbing and rejoin my side. There is no alternate path to avoid the undead and demonic guards. We will need to break through the upper halls. Amber Gazer. Little bits of lore scattered as you make your way up through the tower. Ooh, that one was trapped again. Let's deal with these skulls from a distance. I also see that there's also ranged skeletons in here that I don't really want to deal with. I don't have the ability to use that. Piercing shot, ricochet, I don't have any of those just yet. What I really wanted was the deflect shot, but that's a shield thing, not a ranged thing. Oh, I kind of just took that one unintentionally. I meant to get out of the way. But you can hold shift to kind of lock yourself in place, and then you gotta just have the reaction time to to get a move on if it comes down to it. So the quick swapping weapons is actually working quite well for me overall. I don't know what that is, and I don't seem to be able to actually interact with it. Are these rusted gauntlets better? They have higher armor, no dodge, no mind. I'm gonna pay them no mind. Is my thinking on that? Oh, there's two little podiums. Not a clue what to do with either one. These are all randomly generated dungeons, by the way. I don't know if I drew attention to that. Again, it's a thing I take for granted, that if you are familiar with Diablo, you're going to know that, like, you're going to expect that. You probably wouldn't even ask. You would assume it. You'd be surprised if it didn't, right? So the randomized dungeons are a pretty crucial part of things. You never quite know where to go. Oh, God. Oh, that's a pod of Faceless with a unique one in there. Oh, he snuck his way to the front there. I could kind of try and flee to areas of the map I've already cleared. Alright, I think I just need to focus on killing his cronies. I've got a very close eye on my health here. Okay. Hey, we got a second ring. I thought I just got hit again. Increased spellcasting speed. I'm not going to get a ton out of that. So what am I wearing right now? Rag armor. Well, I'm going to guess one of these is better. The robes. Increased dodge chance, so 5 and 5. Oh, there you are. Oh, God. How long have you guys been shooting me? I thought I heard myself, like, going, as they're known to do in this game. So, the ash-covered masterwork leather armor, good dodge, higher armor, resistance to fire, and improved dodge. Generally, I'm losing some strength, but overall, a better piece of armor. One thing, though, I thought I lost something in that little trade there. It doesn't seem like it. If I did, it's something I no longer had access to, like a combat art. Yeah, it was a strength-driven combat art. And so without that one strength there, I no longer have that. But that's fine, because I gave that up as soon as I gave up the axe. That is a crown for the head. Not as good as what I currently have. You're officially ditched. Let me see. Well, maybe I should have just gone in there and fought it toe-to-toe then. When there's only one of them like that, trying to cheese it from a distance is a lot less valuable. Ooh, Faceless just snuck up right on top of me there. I was trying to hug the wall here because I know that this guy, the Flaming Skull, was waiting like right there. Oh, that little bit of blue on the ground made it look like an item had dropped. So a two-handed staff. Good damage. Quite good damage. Slow attack speed. And 1 level of Ice Spike gained through that. So I actually assume... No, the staff doesn't have range on it the way that the wand did. So that's quite interesting. Gaining... I guess I could take a look at that, actually. Take a look at the skill book. Ice Spike casts 3 frozen spikes in an arc. Multiple spikes can hit the same enemy. Each spike deals 2 ice damage and slows for 2 seconds. Let's just go, like, take that in somewhere into combat with us. And an important thing, I don't like the M hotkey. It's way out of my way. Now you can see I have this, so if I were to switch to a specific combat art... Oh, my combat arts bring back the axe-specific ones. That is interesting. And then I suddenly needed this. Oh, bam, look at that. Oh, switch between them. The spell wheel's handy. I really like it. I think it could use some fine-tuning, but in general, conceptually, I like it, and I think it works mostly well. So, let's blast a couple ice spikes in there. Maybe more than a few, since they're kind of like a triple shot, and that was a lot of enemies. So that was actually, like, crazy effective for some crowd control there. I like having the range still, so I'm going to stick with that. I think this axe, well, I do want to hang on to it because it's unique. So I'm going to start cutting some of this other stuff that I'm confident I'm not going to come back to. And I will hang on to that. This is slightly better, but it's slower attack speed. So, questionable. I'm sticking with the spear for now. But an argument could be made to switch fully to that staff, actually. And I really do love, like, adapting that on the fly. Pivoting, trying to take a look at what you've gathered most recently. Lots of temporary sound effects. So the fact that these book stands sound like a chest being opened that won't always be the case. We could learn Bloodlust. Oh, Bloodlust is kind of sick. Purifying Circle, not going to worry about it. And Thunder Disc, no thank you. So, Bloodlust, though, that is one that we could absolutely add. Killing an enemy using a melee weapon increases its duration. Right, it multiplies damage output. Yes, that's I said in an order that didn't really help anything. So, replenish a bit of mana. I'll Bloodlust as soon as I have something to kill, so I can try and chain it and keep that going. I haven't been finding as many potions. I was finding more of those early on, and that might probably is intentional, so that new players picking things up for the first time, they're a little bit more likely to survive the early part of things. Let me double check something with Bloodlust. With a melee weapon, so I honestly don't think the bow would count. But with these guys here, I'd rather try and get the kills. I don't know, it was a playthrough I did on the channel years ago of Diablo 1 with the Beelzebub mod installed. It was like 30 videos or something. I had so much fun with it. So in the playlist, in the end cards of this video, I'll make sure that's linked too. I'm glad for a few more health potions, because I got hit a few more times there than I was okay with. And the Apprentice Staff. What's this one got to offer? You can learn Fireball with that one. So again, you have it while it's equipped. It's not a permanent thing that you get to have. Oh, a dead end. So the only way I can go is towards that next staircase. Oh boy, oh boy. Let's work our way on up. I'm waiting till I see an enemy. All right, Bloodlust time. Let me try and run my way into here. It's a lot of enemies, so I was never going to get the timing of their bolts in sync. They were just going to keep effectively staggering them, probably. So my most useful thing... Oh, yeah, when you freeze them, their jaws turn blue. That's where that was coming from. Yeah, so just running in there, that was my best bet for maintaining my my bloodlust, which is actually working incredibly well to just keep that going. Nice dodging. Another dead end. I think I picked something up over there. Maybe it was just a potion. Nah, dog. These little skellies trying to pop one off. Can't allow that. So try and kill the one that attacked most recently, so you're kind of like interrupting the cycle there. I used to not play this game anywhere near as cautiously, and then I died some pretty dumb deaths. So now I try to really acknowledge and accept the challenge of the game. Although now I think I'm getting overly confident because I'm playing a little riskier running in the way I am. But the bloodlust, it motivates me, drives my soul. Oh, I did find a wand at some point. That was quite recent, I think. Oh, teleport. I can teleport to the exit? I am curious. Will that take me to the stairs I started with or the stairs I'm going to? Now would be a good time to check since since both are so near each other right now in this floor layout. Dang, hot dang, son, that's going pretty well. So you can't teleport. Oh, it is to the next level. That's kind of crazy. You can't teleport to like town or anything like that, but you can at least do that. The short respite. This game likes to kind of alternate. I don't know if this is true the whole way through, but alternating nice spaces, spots to stop and like heal and manage yourself and just take a break from getting your shit hammered, and then throwing you right back into the heat of things. The wounded paladin. Glad to see a friendly face again. I can see it in you. You were here for the same reason as my fellow paladins and I. Our holy leader, warrior priest Dargan the Peer, guided a dozen paladins, including myself, up through the floors. We went through some narrow tunnels, and were able to avoid most of the cultists, but encountered throngs of frenzied bugmen. We set up camp several floors above us, after those infested caves, to recuperate before resuming our path. Word was sent for reinforcements from other orders, and I was tasked to meet them at the bottom of the tower. Somehow, the bug creatures reappeared and filled the tunnels anew. I made it out and caved in the passageways. I explored a bit of this other corridor, and it looks like the floor it leads to is swarming with cultists, some with their skin melting off. Maybe those are the faceless ones? One of them managed to wound me. I escaped, but I dropped my shield. Should you find it, it's yours to keep. I'm too weak to start heading down now. Once I recuperate, I'll head on to meet the reinforcements. Be warned, the bug creatures are tough. It took all our strength to carve a path through their tunnels. Should you reach our camp before me, tell our holy leader that you spoke with me. Okay. I could ask him for an introduction. That was the first thing. To ask about the cultists. Oh, if I move the mouse... Okay, there was something kind of buggy going on there. Lots of different like lore stuff, giant bugs. I can tell you all about those, ask for advice. In my brief exploration of the floors above us, I noticed a few things. Firstly, it appears that many rooms are sealed off by some mechanism, and so I wasn't able to explore much. I wouldn't be able to help here. That keeps happening. I must be triggering other interactions. Secondly, do not underestimate the Sun Cult's warrior caste. These brutes wear no armor and feel no pain. In fact, I believe they relish it, since they appear fight with renewed ferocity once injured. Appear to fight. And farewell. Well, I'm gonna ditch that wand. I have no need for it. Ice Spike is good, but now that I have Bloodlust, I am kind of gonna focus on that a bit. I'm gonna just chug a potion and heal. It pains me to get rid of my unique axe, so I'm gonna hang on to it. The game actually heals at the start of every new floor. So, did I say heal? I got split thought process. Saves. Did I say that? Maybe I did. Saves at the start of every new floor, so I'll have an auto save here, but you can also stop and save at like any point. I didn't mean to activate Bloodlust. I better go find some things whose blood I can lust after. Oh yeah, we kept it going. Managed to find something to attack. Oh god, lots of projectiles. And these projectiles are actually coming from those goatmen. And now there's the Sun Cult Warriors too, the ones that I think he was saying relish the pain. And I'm guessing, I guess the sacrifice ones are the ones whose skin happened to be melting off. There's like a warrior like pinned to the wall over there. And that lever will have opened up a new way for me to go. Probably up and around, kind of back towards I started. These heal 30. The bigger ones heal 45. So I'm slowly breaching a point where I should probably consider making the switch. Nice. Oh. So, I want 15 agility. I think that'll be worth switching to. So I have the agility, better attack rating, maybe better constitution. I think that's something to go with. So I have multi-strike, and I have the bloodlust on my. Well, I can also just switch to it with the F keys. I find that a little harder to do because then some of your skills are down on the WER, your potions are on the 1, 2, 3, and the skills are up on the Fs. So it's doable. It's absolutely doable, but I tend to get panicky when I'm fighting. And I don't often pull it off the way I want. So my best bet is probably going to be the Bloodlust here. And then switch to the multi-strike. I'll try and like make use of it against some of these guys who are kind of wrecking me. Those goats. That's a lot of damage. I'm taking a lot of damage here. So multi-strike's very useful, doing their thing quite well. I'll equip some potions, but won't use them immediately. And maybe I should have the glimmer thing in my hotkey for like an emergency when I really just need a heal. Keeping a very close eye on my health. I'm going to switch back to Bloodlust because I'm probably going to need that any second now. Oh god, they do more damage than I realized. Whatever sort of experiment is going on here looks kind of cool, actually. There's like a poison pit or something, and there's like some corpse floating inside of it. That's gnarly. Crap ass helmet, don't want it, going to skip. Okay, is my Bloodlust gonna last? Okay, Bloodlust remains active. Grab this lever. Oh, I lost it. Right before fighting these guys here, maybe I switch and do another quick multi-strike. I should probably be using that against the big cult guys, not against the goat men. They are far less likely to survive a regular attack. So I've mostly, rather unintentionally, moved up to the next tier of potion. I stopped finding that one. The coagulating fetish idol is not, I think it would be an offhand item. Yeah, offhand. And since I'm not really doing one-handed or magic, like you would probably commit to having a wand and that, not going that route. So leaving that out. Big burning hell pit looks pretty cool, actually. I dig that a lot. Oh my god, you don't even really get to control where the multi-strike points. You kind of just start swinging. That one that took like an extra second to die, that was kind of cool, actually. Like, took a step back, and I don't really know what happened there. I don't think I've like seen that before. Who's saying that? They can smell my blood or whatever. I actually don't know which of these like enemy types says that. I didn't mean to go right in the smack dab middle of that much shit. Multi-strike everything. That was a severe waste of potions. That I shouldn't have done that. New staff. Not as good. Not as good as the other one I had found not all that long ago. Mana potions. I'll switch back. This is going pretty well, though. I'm, like, relatively happy with my progress and the quality of my build. I think I found some decent gear early on that have really helped out. I can let you don any piece of equipment. Oh, this guy's cool. So if I had a piece of equipment whose stats are better than I currently have the ability to equip, which we've seen that a few times, this guy will let you do that. You can equip something sooner than you would otherwise be able. I think you can never unequip it without it then resetting to the point that you would not be able to equip it again without the help of this guy. And he even said, I can let you don any piece of equipment. I wonder if there should be a way to progress that dialogue or something, but it'll cost you 5 years of your life. That's the other half of that I was waiting for. So you actually permanently lose 5 max health, which is like relatively hefty. Like it's quite a like a last minute thing. Maybe if you just weren't progressing very well and you were like, I need this, I need better gear and I need it now and I have it in my inventory and I'm willing to like make that trade-off for it, then that is an option. And I think it's a cool mechanic. That multi-strike is doing a lot of heavy lifting here. I doubt I want this wand, but I will look at it. It's nothing. You're tossed. It adds ice spike. Had it before. Don't need it currently. Hey, my bloodlust is still going. I actually don't know if the layout of this, it does seem to be like a really preset. Oh god. Multi-strike it is. Alright, the multi-strike is really useful for applying like slow to a couple of them. That actually ended up being kind of great. But you can see on the map that it's very much kind of preset corners, it seems like. So I'm wondering if this level, the Halls of Pain, is kind of a preset square. It could be. Increase health by 4. Mind +1. Yep, you're officially cut. That is better. I want that. And a wand that I don't want. Do not want. Or need. Does not make the cut. Because you don't go to town, you don't really like hang on to items to go and sell them. There's been talks of other ideas that would result in reasons to hang on to items to make inventory management a part of the game, as that's quite a favored, well-enjoyed aspect of these games. What the shit? Alright, man, we're going in combat arts, we're multi-striking. I gotta try and keep a close eye on my health, kill as many of these as possible. And then I can worry about trying to deal with the unique one. Alright, what do we got here? Torg Impaler. You're mine, man. I'm multi-striking the living hell out of him. Yeah, that went well. And he dropped... Okay, he did drop some magic items. I thought he dropped nothing for a second, and I was mad at him. I lost my train of thought. Reasons to hang on to items so that you could... You know, there's not currency or anything, so you don't have to worry about any of that. But we want to think of a way to make it interesting and make it a part of the game still. This demo is available if you guys want to go check it and provide feedback. That would be awesome. Go play it for yourself and everything. Join the Discord, Steam comments, all that good stuff. This is actually stronger. I should have saved something offhand. Bonus damage. This has the cold damage going for it, so I will hang on to it. I will keep using that until I find something that has offhand damage. Did that lever not open a doorway in this room? That was my assumption. Oh, I think it added it down here. I used up all my mana. That makes sense. I really spammed some things there. This is among the best I've done, and so I'm feeling jazzed right now. And then I totally froze trying to kill just some quite basic enemies. That had me less jazzed. That jazzed is not the feeling I would describe based on how that went down. I think a weird thing that happens here is that red says to me that you cannot use it. You do not actively have the mana for it. We're going multi-strike heavy again here. And so in my peripheral of my vision, I see that. And it reads to me as something you can't use. See, now it turned red as you can't use it red. Oh, and it's not until you cast it again that it changed colors back. So there's a little bit of a like confusion there that could absolutely be tightened up. Again, feedback for the dev. Oh no, that is not a promising looking pod of enemies to be running into. I'm trying to get into the middle of them a little bit because I want the multi-strike to do the dirty work. Oh, I used so many health potions in those combats, so I suddenly have very little going for me. Not a good club. Terrible malformed scimitar. The steel hand axe is the one that I still like, and that wand seemed fine, I guess. Wow, did I ever blast through most of my potions though? So how I play the next stretch of this, well, I was gonna say it's gonna be differently, and then I walked into a humongous room of enemies again that are sketching me out, and I kind of just have to try and blast my way through. I lost my multi-strike. I had to quickly just grab that potion. That's well timed. That's actually really useful for me right now. Kill, just finish him. Oh my goodness. Oh wait, that's a lot of incoming projectiles. Yes, suck it. That was a well-timed level up. Ah, I'm not out of the clear at all. I still have my bloodlust going, you know, so I want to get in there and just kill those while I have that active. That is nothing that I currently want or need. Those are all like regular qualities, so they're not good either. I'm very hurt. Elf Blood Wand. Cool name, do not want. Making it through here is going to be tough. I'm going to focus on saving mana for Bloodlust at this point. Well, I say that, and now I have another unique thing to kill, and so I need the multi-strike, and so I'm just gotta commit to that. Oh wait, kill the regular ones first, man, for crying out loud. Hit better, please. Mind Melt, the devoted. 5 damage. Okay, you can do more. Ooh, I think it dropped unique again. Sick looking shield that I cannot use. The Guiding Eyes Wounded Paladin Shield. That's the one he told me about. Intelligence, mana, damage absorbed by mana. Cannot use shield combat arts. So there is like a trade-off to it, which is cool. If I dump 5 intelligence, I can use it, and it might be worth doing. And then a Mace of Embracing, the Embrace Mace. That is just super fun to say. I like that. The trade-off is happening. We're switching out. I like that spear. The spear is good. I guess I'll hang on to it. It doesn't really matter. And this is not at all where I wanted to spend this. I guess I could go back to the guy. I could have went back to the guy to equip the shield. Oh, that's what I should have done. I should have traded that off. But I'm switching to this. I have that shield now, but you can't use shield combat arts. So I'm relatively limited there. Oh, I'm so disappointed. He's like right there. I'm gonna have to walk past him backtracking. I have no more health potions. I have no more potions of any kind. So whatever happens here, this is it. It doesn't even matter. I could start using the thing that like it heals you, but you trade off your permanent. I guess I will. I guess I kind of have to. Yeah, I don't want to do that, but I'm going to have to, unless some of you drop goddamn potions. There! Okay, I'm avoiding it for now. If I can chain together the occasional kill... Oh, he still got me with one of them. Oh, Oh, I just hacked him straight in half at the torso there. That was sick. This room is sketchy, man. I don't like that. What's this ring? Will it help me immediately? Level 1 fireball. Not really. I don't want that open. Okay, they don't attack very fast. And if I space them out, like I should have been doing that more. I shouldn't have been charging into every single room. We'll drink that literally just so I can get that going. Ooh, but do you know what? I should add this to the spell wheel. Yeah, because if things get sketchy, I'm gonna need that. I'm stressing, man. Ha ha ha! We found the way up. I managed to clear it, cleared the floor. Congratulations, you've made it to the end of the levels intended for the public. So, that is where the demo is cut off. I hope you've enjoyed your time and killed plenty of things. If you like the demo and want to keep track of the development of Tower of Kalemonvo, I encourage you to join the Discord and follow development on Twitter. Both are linked on the Steam page. You can wishlist the game and get the latest news and updates. I'm eager to hear your feedback. Please reach out to me if you have any thoughts, concerns, bug reports, yada yada. There it all is. And stats at the end here. Player level 6, difficulty normal. No Iron Man, which I could have though. I never died, so I could have technically done it. 21 spells, 82 combat arts. Healing light use, dark pact use. Oh, those were those trade-off ones that come from the cauldron. 349 enemies killed. Named enemies killed, the like unique ones. Vetemont spawned. Vetemont killed. No. And then it took me about an hour. There we go. Back to end screen. Resume. So I guess I could run around and kill more things. Aha, a rare chest. It would have been very easy to miss that. The Sating Wise Man's Ring. Increases mana by 3. All stats increased by 1. Well, that is like notably... I guess I just want to like look at that. Yeah, that's satisfying. Hot damn, baby! Guys, I love this game. I fell in love with it. I was drawn to it. I very aggressively pursued publishing it. Diablo is maybe one of the most formative games to my own gaming preferences. And so a game that took that so literally and put its own spin on it and took it in new directions, I couldn't resist. I hope you're as excited about it as I am. Be sure to add it to your wish lists. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you again.